Hi!
Hi, my name is Anne-Greta Weber. I'm from Germany, from Berlin, and I'm a performing artist, and I stayed here for 1 month in the fish factory in March 2017.
Okay, hi, my name is Daniel Foerster. I'm from Germany too. I live in Frankfurt, and in Germany I work as a director in theater, and I was staying here also for 1 month.
Well, we came here to the fish factory because it was actually a long process, because I was searching for a residence, and I always wanted to stay in Iceland because I think it is a very inspiring place. And therefore I was looking up for residencies, and when I got accepted at the fish factory, I started to think what I would like to do here, what I would like to work. And in Germany I work in theater, and I thought it might be nice to have something like a performance. And then Daniel came up to my mind because we are friends, we know each other from theater school, and I thought it might be nice to come here as a duo and work together on a project. Yeah, and then I was asking Daniel, and you had time.
I had time, and I really wanted to go here because first of all, I wanted to go to Iceland, discover the country, get to know the people, the country here. And this is my first time that I've been to a residence, and I think, I'm not quite sure, I think it's not so usual for theater directors to be in a residence. So I really wanted to experience some new forms of working, and so I think we also worked in directing or acting positions here as well, but that was not the point. We just, sometimes our roles just mixed up or were not important anymore, and this is what I really liked about the work here. Because we made this installation with the film in it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we kind of started without having any idea what we would like to do. So it was more like a research. We kind of got here and were pretty impressed by the landscape and the nature, and we walked a lot and talked. But the first week we kind of worked separately, so each of us was reading and get into something which was interesting, and we kind of started to talk about a text from Hartmut Rosa, which is about vibrations and about cells and how things have an impact on other things, how things are connected even in society. And we kind of liked the idea of thinking about cells, and I made some drawings before where I kind of put a person into an isolated situation, which is like an energy around a person which belongs to this person, say an aura, or it's just something, just how can I say,
Atmosphere?
An atmosphere, an atmosphere around a person that belongs to this one. And we kind of like the idea of thinking about how you can be isolated but still in a network of other human beings and just the environment. And therefore we were kind of getting into different stories, different science texts, and also pictures and stories. And this was kind of the starting point when we came here in the beginning of March. yeah, and then we kind of went on based on a text. It is a short text. I wrote it in Germany and I sent it to Daniel, and I actually wanted to ask his opinion about the text, and he really liked it, and you suggested me to
that we
this.
work on it here.
Yeah, just take the text as a base, like a basement,
a
foundation.
Yeah.
So that's actually what happened. We took the text, and it's about a woman who starts over with her whole life. She destroys everything around her and starts over.
Yeah, after this week of silence and thinking, we wanted to do something physical, and we started about thinking these cells and constructions, and the idea was to make an installation, and not only to make an installation, but as another foundation to go on with. And so someday I saw these pallets and here in the harbor, and I liked them very much, and I thought, okay, we could build something out of it. And so we started with this cube out of timber, and yeah, this is what became our sculpture, or a creature in a way, and in Iceland, in refuge, to be with yourself, also in silence. You have a nice view on the fjord, and this took 1 week to build it all, and it was good. While we were doing it, we were thinking a lot of how to continue, or what will join to it. Yeah.
Oh, we found this material. It's
Yeah,
not
the
just
form.
the wood.
Yeah.
It's
This is what that was some kind of second step. Like we had this wooden box, and then was some kind of skeleton. Do you say skeleton?
skeleton.
Skeleton. I don't know. Then you came up with this idea to put the form on it, because we were talking a lot about which material will cover it or will be inside. So we didn't plan it from the beginning that we will cover it all with this foam material.
Yeah, but it came out very nice, because the foam is something which the fish factory, it was just garbage laying around, and we found it, and it has very interesting shapes, and it almost looks like bones. So, and you can do a lot of it because it is foam, so you can put it in different shapes, put it on nails, put it on screws. So we covered the whole house with it, and immediately it got really freaky, like it was looking very impressive, kind of, because everything on the house looked like bones, so it was like a whale bone house in a way, and we really liked that, and it was like a puzzle because we had to take all those different shapes and stick it to another, and so very slowly we got a surrounding around it. After we built the house, we were kind of finished, and we thought, but this is not the end, because it was still 2 weeks more to go, and so before we came, we already talked about pictures or even a movie, because the landscape is just so impressive that you can picture to do a movie in it, because everything around the factory is like a scenery, and you don't have to go far, you just go outside and take a look, and you can almost take pictures everywhere. So we kind of decided, I don't even know how, maybe, I know, because after the house we were talking about texts, and you were reading poems that I wrote, and you really like the one that's called The Rotten Spot, and you told me, let's do a movie with this poem. And so we really we were inspired by the lines, the poem, and the landscape, and so it just came together that we decided, let's do the movie. But we had a problem, and the problem was
my camera.
No, I mean, not a problem, but it was special. I made it very special.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell about
it? My camera is just kind of very old mini DV video camera. I think your filmmakers don't use it anymore, or haven't even used it at any time. But the special is there's just one tape, and we had no chance to get it on the footage on the computer, so we had to edit it while doing it, and every cut is really handmade and made live on the set. And so it was really hard task to type every time the on-off switcher of the record, and but I think it's some kind of fits into the way we were working here, because we had to really there was no something like, we had no car here, we had to walk to the locations. It was some kind of hiking to the locations, then build everything, install everything, set up the picture, and then begin to film. And this is some kind of, if you overwrite a picture, there's no, it won't come back. It's all analog.
And it makes special.
And
to
this
your
is what
project.
it makes special, yeah. It's because we really had to think about which picture will be next, and yeah. Also, we in the beginning we were talking about the main pictures. What do we want to have in the movie, and what will happen there and there and there. But it was not so detailed, and sometimes pictures just appeared in front of our eyes without planning them. So it was like some kind of, for me it was like reminded me of improvising and rehearsing in theater, because sometimes you have people are doing something, actors are doing something in front of the camera, and sometimes here Anna did something unplanned in front of the camera, or the nature was even doing something that we couldn't plan. So we like to, yeah, of course not. But it was like as if the nature did it for us, and this was really cool. Yeah.
So after 1 week shooting the movie in different sceneries and places and walking, we walked a lot, and we had a lot of different. We started in snow, we ended in rain and storm, and in rivers and in the ocean, and with a lot. We met a lot of animals, and we had a quite an interesting week. And I think by the end the movie is. I really like the movie. It's a really good movie, I think, and it's very quiet, and it shows a lot about what we discovered and what we experienced here during the month. And I like it because it is almost without language, and it is just the atmosphere and long pictures, and and it's so natural in a way, and that's what I really like. And well, when we finished the movie, we thought, how can it be connected to the house we already built? And then the last picture of the movie is a what do you say?
Pipe.
Is a pipe, a view into a pipe, and I found a pipe here, just around the corner, and I said to Daniel, let's install this pipe between the movie installation and the house, so we have the same view like the last picture in the movie. And we did that, and it is really nice because it is like a bridge to the house. And when you now visit the installation, you can see the movie, and you turn your head, and then you see through the pipe into the house, and you have the same picture like the last picture in the movie. And when the movie ends, you can get up and go to the house, and you have to physically like crawl into it, and when you are into it, you can take a seat, look outside, and I think it is a very nice combination to just like an echo after you've seen the movie and those pictures. It is nice to have a rest in this bone house and to look outside and enjoy the view and just let it rain on you somehow.
Yeah, what I really like about the work is that the surrounding area, the nature, had a huge impact on the film and the way we made it, and the quietness, and I think, yeah, the installation and all the work and the time we were here, our private lives are some kind of connected with this area here and the work, and this is what I really like about it. So everything was able to breathe. This is very important.
Are you looking in the camera?
No.
I'm always looking in the camera when I'm talking. It's weird. Yeah, but I do it. So you look up and I look in.
Yeah, maybe I look up. I look into the camera now. Now.
Yeah, but I always look up. Isn't it weird?
You looked up.
Yeah. No, I looked in the camera.
You looked into the camera.
Yeah. Isn't it weird when I look in the camera and you be like this, or
No,
I be
I'm
like
looking
this
at
and
Lisa. I'm looking at Lisa right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know.
maybe just you can say bye.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye.
Bye into the camera. Bye.